Good evening, my viewers. I'm your host, Logic Core, and today I will be teaching you how to build a beautiful Hobbit Hole. Now, this was a suggestion on one of my videos by a user called GamerBoy, and if you have any more suggestions, I am happy to hear them, and all you have to do is leave a comment down below. And to make sure you can actually see your video on the day it is released, don't forget to subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and soon enough, I will be able to make your video. So the first thing you're going to want to do when building a Hobbit hole is you're going to want to make a hole that's 21 blocks wide and the highest point would be 5 blocks high. And when you do that, you're going to want to go to the middle and frame the first 3 areas with warped planks, and place an oak plank in the middle and put a spruce door on top of the oak plank. And then on top of that, you're going to want to put bricks and then fill in the rest of the gaps with sandstone and smooth sandstone. The bottom being made with sandstone and the rest of it being made out of smooth sandstone. You're going to leave some gaps for the windows, and you're going to make a second layer that's going to go past the hole, but it's still going to have you're just gonna mimic the same thing, except the sandstone will actually spread more, about 3 blocks longer than the original. And then you're gonna want to place a spruce plank at the end of each one. And then you're gonna want to start building up like some sort of staircase with the slabs and some pieces of spruce planks. And you're gonna want the spruce planks for this, trust me on this one, because when you make the second layer of the roofing, like right now, you're gonna want it, because the spruce planks are to make sure that you don't see any gaps when you're building the actual, like the second layer of the roofing. And so yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, and avoid my mistake here. I accidentally forgot to put an extra spruce plank and I put a slab where I was supposed to put a plank, and you'll see me fix that error in a few seconds. I'm doing a voiceover if you hadn't noticed, and I think it's a much better way to do this because of the fact that for me it's just better to come up with something after I've recorded than just come up with it on the fly. It's not going to be a normal thing, it's just for tutorials, it's just for building tutorials for now. And so after that, you're going to want to make a frame for the second layer. There, you see how we left a gap for the warped planks? You're going to want to frame it with brick stairs and spruce trapdoors. You don't have to use brick stairs, but I just use brick stairs because it looks more like the actual Hobbit hole. Then you're going to want to frame the windows and the door with spruce fences, and where the windows are, place a couple of brick stairs. Then we're going to start putting pots and flowers in the pots. Then in the middle, so you saw how we put a gap in between the 2 potted plants. We're going to place a lantern right there. And in the frame where the brick stairs are, you're going to want 2 bells. No, 1 bell and 2 lanterns. Now remember, this is just my exterior design. You don't have to do it. You could just make the frame and then do whatever you want with it. So over here, the max this is going to be is about 29 blocks long and 12 blocks max on height, alright, for the fences. And for the fences, I think you're going to want to use spruce fences, and I put it in a strange pattern. You can slow down the video to see what pattern it is exactly, and I'll most likely just leave it there. And then you're going to want to place the 3 spruce fences right there. And you're already done with the exterior. All you have to do is decorate. So I'm going to show you my way of decorating and how I made it. The hole over there is for a lake, a little pond I'm going to make, and the grass paths are where I'm going to put pumpkins and hay bales. But right now I'm going to work on the lake. So I just filled it in with buckets of cod for the bottom layer, and then for the top layer I just put the water where it was needed, where it was necessary, and I just filled in the spaces where there wasn't a water source, so that once I filled those spaces in, it would become an infinite water source, you know, like a pond. And I also placed water there. You're gonna see why in a second. So then I just this is just me decorating the pond with just like seagrass and sea pickles. And for the interior, I'm not actually going to show the interior of this video. However, I'm going to try to post it as soon as possible. And the reason I'm not going to show you the interior for the first video is because I want you guys to, I want to encourage you guys to make your own interior, you know? For the next one, I'll give you a step-by-step guide to how I did it. For the next video, I'll give you a step-by-step guide of how I did the interior decoration and the interior frame. But I'm not going to show it today because I actually want to encourage you guys to do your own thing. Remember, for this Hobbit Hole to work best, you don't want to look in a tunnel, you want to look for a hill and carve the Hobbit Hole inside of the hill. Now over here you saw how I put bushes near the frame, and I'm putting the pumpkins up right here. And next I'm going to be putting on the hay bales. So the hay bales, I just put a short pattern, and over here I accidentally placed an extra hay bale. That extra hay bale, if you want to make like a little farm for your Hobbit Hole, just place a stair there where the water is, so you have a gap there. And that hay bale was actually supposed to be used for the scarecrow, and I recommend using a jack-o'-lantern for that one, because I mean, for me it's just it brightens up the place a bit more, and when it's nighttime you'll see that it actually will keep the mobs away. And yeah, so the reason I put a scarecrow there and why I asked you guys to make well, you'll see in a second. Right now we're going to work on the path, and so right in this area I'm going to put coarse dirt. So I'm just going to be digging up holes. Listen, you don't have to do what I do. Personally, I think I could have made the path a bit more decorative, but to be honest, I just didn't want to focus too much on the path more than the rest of the actual build. So the path, you can do whatever you want with it. You could just make it a clean grass path without having all the extra detail. I was originally going to do that, but I decided to just do this so it would look more decorative. But you can copy what I'm doing, but just know that it's not necessary. You're going to want, for this one, you're going to want coarse dirt and mossy cobblestone. And yeah, so this was actually pretty fun to build, I'm not going to lie. I actually had a lot of fun building this. You're also going to need podzol dirt, and you're going to want to have it in these little areas where I'm digging it up right now. Grass dirt paths as well. You're going to Well, you could just use the grass dirt path for the entire thing, but I just wanted to be a little more decorative about it. Now over there you start seeing, now here you start seeing me create farmland, and the reason why is because I decided I wanted to grow potatoes in my little hobbit hole. It's a little callback for those of you who watched Lord of the Rings. Little joke in there. And so, next thing, we're pretty much almost done with the actual build. And you're gonna see that right now I actually forgot about that podzol existed, and I forgot that I actually had it for my path. But I'm gonna first place a bush right there because I decided, well, why not add a bush, you know? Oh, I'm gonna have, yeah. And right now I'm just gonna place the podzol in. I'm gonna make the little holes. I'm gonna place the podzol in them. So once again, you don't have to do what I do. I just decided to do it this way. And looking at it back at it now, I feel like I could have gone with a more like decorative pattern, like making it more branched out instead of just like going in a straight path, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like that was a big issue that I had with the grass building, path building thing. But I'm still pretty proud of the build. We're not done yet though. So hold on a little longer. We still have a little bit left to do. So right as I finish with the podzol, I'm going to be working on the little chimney that's going to come out of the top of the hill. So it's a little hard to do because you do need to make the little, yeah, like that. You gotta place the stairs upside down, but you can't do that without a block to place it on, because if you just place it on the bottom block, then it's just gonna make a normal stair. I wish there was a tool in Minecraft where it would just let you like flip it or something like that. And yeah, that's the entire build. I'm actually very proud of what I did with the exterior. Now you'll notice that I had a lot more barrels than just the two that I collected the materials from. And that's because I'm going to be working on the interior, and I'm going to post it as soon as possible. Don't worry. If you guys are still waiting on the interior, just wait a little longer. And if you want, you know what? Build off a little of what you have, right? Dig into that hobbit hole. Dig into that hobbit hole and just make your own thing. Do your own thing. My recommendation is for the flooring, use oak wood, like the bottom of the door. And also for the roof, use spruce logs. And for the walls, use the sandstone and smooth sandstone pattern as shown in the front. And you know what? It's your build. It's not mine. I'm doing this for you guys. So you guys just enjoy. I hope you love the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, our sub goal is to get to 50 subscribers, and I'll start doing a lot more stuff. And remember, you can always leave suggestions down in the comments below. You can always leave your suggestions in the comments below. Don't worry, I'll read them, okay? So just trust me on that. And if you really want to see the interior instead of building your own thing, how I designed it, then go ahead and just comment down below. I'll still do it anyway, even if you don't. But I just really appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later.